right, guys, my name is Baba K. Welcome to Talk MCB podcast. And today it's definitely going to be an exceptional podcast because I really want to talk about something that I think is beginning to create a lot of attention, especially as regards music, the music business. If you've been very observant, you would have taken note on social media, on TikTok, Instagram. You'll see a few days ago some Ghanaian artists led by another legendary Ghanaian artist did come out to say they wanted to stop, or they want to stop playing foreign music in their country, which I find that very, 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 very weird because, but then if you look at it, you'll find out that this is not coming because they really, some seemingly looks like they want to improve the music business in their country, the music culture in their country. And just so you know, it's not just in Ghana, also in Cameroon. We did see some other people who came out in Cameroon to say they don't want to hear Nigerian music. DJs should stop playing Nigerian music. Radio stations should stop playing Nigerian music. And they make it seem like Nigerians are the problem why their music is not growing. I'm not here to talk about whose country has the better music or better artists. That's not what I'm here to address today. But I'm here to talk about the music business because somehow it just looks like Nigerian musicians understand this music business more than a lot of people. And I do not say that in any form of disrespect. I'm just saying it as it is. That's why they talk about CB. I'm saying it as it is. You understand? Nigerian artists understands this music business more than a lot of African countries, if I'm permitted to put it that way. And I will state the reason why I think so. Now, this whole thing about Ghanaians, I'm saying Ghanaian artists saying they don't want foreign music to be played anymore in their country is weird. And I'll tell you why it's weird. Now, it's a good strategy, but this is why that strategy cannot work right now. Now, of course, some time ago, 25 years ago, we deployed that strategy in Nigeria and it worked. Now, the reason why it worked then, because it was only the radio stations, the TV stations and DJs, they were the ones responsible for, putting out the music out there for the audience to listen to the music that was being put out by the artists. So this was being controlled, the narrative was being controlled by the DJs, the radio stations and the TV stations. That was why it could work 25 years ago. So if Ghanaians were doing this 25 years ago, no problem. They would have been at the same spot where Nigeria is right now, but they are doing it rather too late. The reason why it cannot work right now is because we now have streaming platforms. And I tell you, these streaming platforms are the ones that dictate the kind of music you listen to. And I'll tell you why it is. Because right now, rather than just sitting and waiting for a radio station to play the song that you like, you rather just go and stream the music on Apple Music, on Spotify, or probably on YouTube. That is the way you get to listen to this music, or maybe on Boomplay and other streaming platforms. So even if the DJs are not playing the song, even if the radio stations are not playing the songs, people are going to stream the songs. Are you now going to go to their homes and tell them the songs they should stream or the songs they should listen to? That's not possible. So even as much as you think that by reducing that, by controlling that and not allowing foreign music to be played by DJs or radio stations, that is going to help build the music industry in your country, that is a lie. Now, like I always say, music business is done with intelligence, not sentiment. Because from everything I've seen so far, from what the Ghanaians are doing and from what the Cameroonians are doing, is born out of envy. And what I can see, these are just toxic behaviors because they feel like, okay, Nigerians are doing it better than us. The Nigerians are coming here, or our people are bringing Nigerians to come and play gigs here, and we're not giving our people enough chance. You must understand that the Nigerian music right now is on a global scale. It did not just happen overnight. We started that thing 25 years ago. It was hard work. We are actually in the third generation of the Nigerian music industry now. When I say the third generation, I'm not saying that it's only 3 generations so far. I'm counting from the generation where the evolution started. The evolution of the Nigerian music industry started from 2000, the year 2000. If I'm even going to make it a little bit easier, I'll just say from 1998. That was where the evolution of the Nigerian music industry started. You understand? We had the likes of the Plantation Boys, the Remedies, Idris Abdul Karim, Tony Tatwila, and so on and so forth. Sonny Neji, Two-Face, Face, a lot of them. Even P Square. That was the first generation that started the evolution of the Nigerian music industry. So when you go to parties, then the likes of Keke and D1 on radio, prime time jams and everything they were doing then made sure that Nigerian music were the only things they were playing, but they did not stop foreign music. They were playing foreign music as well, but they just gave more autonomy to the Nigerian music artists. So it worked then. 25 years ago, that strategy worked. Now, 2023, that strategy will not work because people are streaming songs. People are not just waiting for radio DJs to play the songs. So it won't work. And you must understand that music business. Now, if we are doing this because, if Ghanaians and the Cameroonians are doing this because they feel that by doing this, if I come and tell you now, don't play Ghanaian music, don't play Cameroonian music, I'll be delusional by telling you to do so. Or don't play Ghanaian music, don't play Cameroonian music, just play Nigerian music. I'll be delusional. I'll be really, really delusional by telling you to do so. And I know even by saying that you will not do that, because I can't tell you the kind of songs or the artists you should listen to. You can't do that. But that's what these guys are doing. They think by doing that, that's how their music industry is going to develop. No. See, there was a time, even as much as back then, where we were only playing Nigerian music. At some point, we discovered that we needed this foreign artist. And so P Square, D'banj, Two-Face made a move into the global stage. Two-Face featured R. Kelly. D'banj and Don Jazzy featured Snoop Dogg. P Square featured Rick Ross. P Square featured T.I. And that was how gradually we started introducing our sound to the global stage. But it didn't happen overnight. It took a while. Now, if you even look at it, there were times in this country, in Nigeria, where we were enjoying Makossa music. If you go to the clubs, the only songs, the only music that were banging in the clubs were Makossa music. And we did not reject it. We embraced it. We were even sampling them to create our own sound. There was a time in this country where we were only listening to hip life music all the way from Ghana. We did not reject it. We embraced it. Two-Face had to feature VIP just to incorporate that sound into his style. We're doing it. We're featuring R2Bs, When They Call, Wizkid, we're featuring them. Multiple occasions, our artists have featured Sarkodie. So we don't reject, we embrace it. We just look for ways to incorporate your sound into our sound to make it better. Some 2022 to early 2023, we're listening to Amapiano. Amapiano was running side by side with Afrobeat. And we looked at it, Nigerian musicians said to themselves, hey, we love the sound. This sound is good, but we are not going to neglect our sound. Rather, what are we going to do? They had to incorporate Amapiano into Afrobeat. And that was how we could manage both. Sometimes they were even just doing strictly Amapiano beat, but infusing our style of singing into it. And South Africans loved it. The global stage loved it. So you have to do the music business with intelligence, not sentiments. Not telling people, stop this one. No, it's not going to work. There are streaming platforms now. And mind you, before the streaming platforms here in Nigeria, the only way we distributed song was through Alaba DJ Mix. Our artists will take their songs to Alaba. The DJs will put them in the mix. They will mass produce it and send it out to different parts of Africa. And that was how their song, and these artists were not making money from those mixes. But the only thing, they were patient enough knowing that those songs were going to go across the borders of Africa and different parts of Africa. That's what they're doing. That's what they did. Then there was a time these artists were giving their songs to music marketers who knew nothing about the business, the likes of Abu Ventures, no disrespect to them, Abu Ventures, T. Joe, or Bino Music. These guys will buy the song from these artists, mass produce it, and take it out. Not until now that streaming is the ways these artists are making the money. So you need to understand the music business evolves every single day. The trends are changing. Back then, you needed a record label to really push you massively. These days, if you're very good on social media, on TikTok, your song will blow overnight and you're making money. And you find out you don't need a record label. So this whole narrative you guys are trying to push, you guys really need to settle down and understand what is going on.